Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. So here we go, you agreed to kill Flemeth for Morrigan. So I think I've got one more go. If I go without Morrigan, maybe it'll be different. I think it will. Because I think, this is metagaming, I think I remember that's what you need to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do they all hate me so much? I've only cast one Firelord. No, this is absolutely nuts how much they hate the main character. This is just fucking stupid.
We must have victory.
I don't think you're ever going to become a blood mage, so you might as well become an arcane warrior. You have almost nothing, really.
It shall be done. As you say. As you say. As you say.
Yeah.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
I'm not sure any of these help me. Should I dance to your tune instead then?
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
It sounds like she already knows. She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
If she joins the party, that might be better than Morrigan. Morrigan has not made a lot of effort to be friends with me. What do you propose? She's not a demon, probably. I don't know.
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
Okay. And what are you gonna do?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
No. I don't think that's very fair. No, I'm not going to do that. That's not fair.
Shame. What will it be, then?
I mean, Flemeth has actually helped me. There's no option to demand she outright join my party and start killing Darkspawn. No, I think I'm just going to be an obedient bitch of Morrigan. This is an outstanding thing. Although she probably doesn't want the Darkspawn to win, she has no love for me, even though she saved me and Alistair. I don't know, I'm so conflicted. She saved me more than Morrigan has, to be honest. But equally, she's made it quite explicit she's not going to fight the Darkspawn, and Morrigan will, and that's the task at hand. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to recruit Flemeth into the Grey Wardens. I might be able to recruit Morrigan into the Grey Wardens. So I think, Flemeth, you die.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Okay, I don't know if that's shape-shifting. Oh, what have I got? Penalty to magic, fuck's sake. Well, so far I've done pretty much nothing. Alistair's just getting chewed apart. I'm not doing anything.
It is begun. Very well. I shall do it.
Resisted. I can barely damage this thing. Pretty sure it'll move when I do this, but I'll go for it.
As
It does take damage from fire then. I've only done about half damage to it. This is crazy. Win was a waste of time. I shouldn't have brought Win. No!
it is begun.
I've done quite a bit of damage to it. think I'm probably going to have to go around the world and buy some luring potions after this. No. Oh, no. It looks like it's stunned everybody anyway. Fuck you, Flemeth. Flemeth's key. Well, I'm guessing I'm just going to find a grimoire, am I?
Very well.
Robes of possession from Morrigan. Hopefully they're slutty. I imagine they are.
I await your command.
Is that it? I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
So Flemeth is dead. What now?
Now I have time to find some way to prevent Flemeth from stealing my body in the future, even without her grimoire. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that. And if I cannot protect myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But there is no need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no?
You know you can always rely on me, right?
Too much could happen in days to come to make such promises. Yet I am grateful. Let us go. There is much to be done before... There is still much to be done.
I mean, she liked it, but I was expecting a bit more of a payoff than that, I'll be honest. Right, on to Orzammar.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
I don't even know who Orzammar is.
Indeed.
Let's take Leliana,
Indeed.
even though
Yes.
in combat she's useless for me. This must be some side quest. Should I clear that side quest? If it makes it more stable, we'll clear the side quest. Looks like pure filler, doesn't it? Not even got a description.
Get your asses off Ben Talman's land. We won't bend needle again.
Logain is the regent. He demands your...
We're not Orlesian lick spittles. We owe no man our allegiance. Leave!
Take their lands by force, men. Regent's orders.
As you say.
We showed those Loghain upstarts.
Was that it? There must be more to it than that, no? Can't be bothered to walk to the elf route. Well, that was officially nothing, wasn't it? Must be Frostback Mountains. Seeing as you're bowman, you might as well go for ranger. Would make sense, I think. Oh, did you have more? Sorry. Oi, who's the fucking mage here? That one there. Well, everyone's pretty much fucking dead. Someone is fucking dead. Whoa, I'm almost fucking dead. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, okay, well I guess we're not going to the Frostback Mountains then. No, fuck that, we're not going to the Frostback Mountains. Okay, what else have we got to do? I really think Denerim is the worst place to go. Okay, why is that still in my motherfucking inventory? Ah, why is it not in completed quest? For fuck's sake. Flemeth's Grimoire. Oh, I see, I give it as a gift to Morrigan. Right, maybe that's the ending I was expecting.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Oh, no, that was still underwhelming.
What comes, my friend? So, full of questions, are you?
Well, there were two uninteresting things then. Seriously underwhelmed. Right, let's decide what else we've got to do. Lots in Denerim. That sounds incredibly dull and includes Denerim. That includes Denerim. Denerim. Go to the Chantry Board to report the tragic loss. Well, we can do that.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
This includes Denerim again. Denerim, 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 Denerim. I really don't see... We've only got two options left. Orzammar and Denerim. I mean, Orzammar seems like the game is blocking the path to me. Because that was more difficult than Flemeth.
You're welcome here, friend. What can I do? You're welcome.
I just want some blue potions, to be honest. Doesn't look like you have any. I don't know, I'm at a complete loss of what to do. I don't want to go to Denerim. I want to do that last. And it seems to crash everything. I guess I can have another go at that fight. But I've no idea why it's so fucking hard.
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
What the fuck? Wait, these are goodies. And the ones at the other end are baddies. Okay, let's chuck some fucking fireballs down there, I guess. Oh yeah, the dark spawn, so yeah, they are baddies. And they're all going straight for me. Ah, no, they're actually going for those other mages. That's nice.
Very well.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
I shall do it.
Right, let's have another go. So I've taken Shell with us, rather than Leliana.
It is begun.
Okay, I mean, I'm still going to maintain that that was absurdly hard for no reason, for just a gang of mooks. But this is where I'm meant to go.
Descending into the underground? The thought of so much rock over one's head is disquieting.
I paid a ransom for a trade permit. They can't do this.
I've never seen an elf down here before.
You have some kind of problem.
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Okay, that was not
Perhaps I'll
insanely
be
hard.
better trading in Redcliffe.
If they wait too long, trade won't come back. That's the way this works.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royeaux.
Previously owned?
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy like new for much, much less?
Oh, where'd you get like new armour from?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
Yeah, I'll buy your stolen goods.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
I mean, none of this stuff looks super amazing. That's expensive. In fact, it's very slightly better than Blood Dragon because it also gives some spell resistance.
You hear about those hunters from Oswin? The Regent strung them up like foxes.
He didn't.
He did, and he's proud of it too. Says that the other Banorn are gonna get the same.
I can't believe that. That's not right.
They have to open the gate. My suppliers will think I cheated them.
What can I do for you?
I have a note here from your master, apparently.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
I understand the Swamp Witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense.
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. 'Twas your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Got to say, I don't like ignorant attitude. Some people in real life have that attitude. They don't understand something, you have to explain it to them, and then they just don't care. Especially doctors' receptionists.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
Oh, how come you live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline. Even if we're denied a caste, the Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
Oh, how often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Never mind, I should go.
Best of luck to you.
Kind of hoped he had a shop.
The assembly is deadlocked. No one knows when they'll reopen the city.
There are other places to sell. I don't have to come back here.
King Loghain will not...
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Oh, but I've important business in Orzammar.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Oh, come on. I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I kind of don't want Loghain's lackey to hear that I'm a Grey Warden. Equally, I just want to kill Loghain's lackey. And this is the best way for me to get in. I've got a treaty, but that dickhead over there is listening to me. I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
You shut your fucking mouth. Raise your blade if you're so tough.
I will at that. I'm a messenger of King Loghain.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Where'd that motherfucker go? I'm guessing it's... there's a mage there. Let's target the mage.
It shall be done.
Ah, well, that resolved itself.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated. Fair journeys, Warden.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details. Yes, may the ancestors protect Branka. wherever she is.
If only you had come at a less troubled time.
Show some pity for a poor old man. I haven't eaten in days.
Get off your ass and do something then.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
Yeah, the figures are grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Okay, find one.
Surfacers always assume nothing happens underground without them. Many are trying, despite our stalemate. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
May the ancestors look kindly upon you.
How many other forms can the Swamp Witch become?
Several.
Can it become a golem?
Seeking companionship, are you?
If it could become a golem, I simply wonder why it would not stay that way. It is a superior form.
No, I cannot become a golem. I can learn to become animals, and each form must be learned anew.
And how does it learn a form? Does it read about it somewhere?
'Tis not a talent one can read from books. You must copy a creature's soul.
I do not understand.
Nor should you. Rock is unchanging. Allow it to stay that way.
Codex and explanation of the Paragons.
For the love of Paragons, please.
I think I've cleared all of them.
Very well.
The key to the city on Dwarven Proprietary.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You will not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh, well.
Have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
Looks like Mismatched Glove is a psycho murderer. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Come back for the next part of Dragon Age Origins. Mythal, the Great Protector. Elganan had defeated his father, the sun, and all was covered in darkness. Pleased with himself, Elganan sought to console his mother, the Earth, by replacing all that the sun had destroyed. But the Earth knew that without the sun, nothing could grow. She whispered to Elganan this truth, and pleaded with him to release his father. But Elganan's pride was great, and his vengeance was terrible, and he refused. It was at this moment that Mythal walked out of the Sea of the Earth's Tears and onto the land. She placed her hand on Elganan's brow, and at her touch he grew calm, and knew that his anger had led him astray. Humbled, Elganan went to the place where the sun was buried and spoke to him. Elganan said he would release the sun if the sun promised to be gentle and to return to the earth each night. The sun, feeling remorse at what he had done, agreed. And so the sun rose once again in the sky and shone his golden light upon the earth. Elganan and Mythal, with the help of the earth and the sun, brought back to life all the wondrous things that the sun had destroyed, and they grew and thrived. And that night, when the sun had gone to sleep, Mythal gathered the glowing earth around his bed, and formed it into a sphere to be placed in the sky, a pale reflection of the sun's true glory. From the tale of Mythal's touch, as told by Gisherel, keeper of the Ralafaring clan of the Dalish Elves. Soleils, the Hearthkeeper. Soleils the Hearthkeeper is seen as the sister of Andruil the Huntress. While Andruil loved to run with the creatures of the wild, Soleils preferred to stay by her home tree, occupying herself with gentle arts and song. It is Soleils who gave us fire and taught us how to use it. It is Soleils who showed us how to heal with herbs and with magic, and how to ease the passage of infants into this world. And again, it is Soleils who showed us how to spin the fibres of plants into thread and rope. We owe much to Soleils, and that is why we sing to her when we kindle the fires and when we put them out. That is why we sprinkle our aravals with Soleils' fragrant tree moss, and ask that she protect them and all within. As told by Gisherel, keeper of the Ralafaring clan of the Dalish Elves. The Paragons. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing, which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a Paragon is to be recognised as, essentially, a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding Paragon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit I learned that only one Paragon has been elected in generations, the smith Branca, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the Paragon Branca only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewellery, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps even above the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the Paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold, great works of stone all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar of all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. From the Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Gentivi, Chantry Scholar.